happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning in and for choosing to spend some of your time with me. It's Maria Milagros. That's me. I'm Maria Milagros. You're an amazing, extraordinary human. And last week I started to make a video and I had so much to say about so much that I realized about 25 minutes in that this video was too long. I'm like, this is just way too long. If this was like a live and maybe a Zoom, that'd be one thing, but just to post a video that's that long, too long. So I pulled back and I tried it again and it kept being really long. So I just decided I wasn't going to force it and I wasn't going to make a video. So last week you just got a post instead of a video. Well, this week, after having many conversations with a lot of you amazing humans, after reading a lot of stuff that's going on, I decided to do it a little bit differently. So what I have is 5 questions for you to ask yourself and for us to ask ourselves, and then 5 reminders. So let's just dive right in. Okay. The first question is, are you comparing your suffering to your fellow humans? And then the reminder is, everyone has a different threshold for stress and for crisis. And we have to remind ourselves that no one's suffering or pain is more valid than anyone else's. Okay. 2, do you recognize when you're judging others and their life choices? Because when we do, then this reminder fits right in. And the reminder is that you're not living their life or feeling their feels through their filters and their experiences. Take a deep breath, calm down, and mind your business. I say that with love. Because when we find ourselves judging other people, we really just need to return to focusing on our own mental and overall health. Because 1, that's way more beneficial. And 2, that could be a full-time job for a lot of us. And it would force us to mind our business, relieving a lot of stress on us. 3, are you either inadvertently or otherwise asking others to process all of this the same way you do, or rather, and deciding that if they don't process it the same way you do, that they are either less than human, something must be wrong with them, or they're in denial? I want you to think about that. Are you inadvertently or otherwise asking other people to process the same way that you do and deciding that if they don't, they are less than human, something is wrong with them, or they're in denial? Here's the reminder. We humans tend to seek out others who are aligned with our reactions and responses. We tend to seek out others whose beliefs are similar to ours. It's how we connect, right? When we can't find it in a particular person, we tend to lash out. We sometimes feel resentment towards them, or we try to make them feel guilty, bad, or shame because their decision or their way of responding or processing or being isn't the same as ours. And the truth is that we don't need another person's validation. We already have permission to process in our own way. And I'm going to recap my reminder from number 2, which is, you're not living their life or feeling their feels through their filters and experiences. You don't know what they've been through and where they're at this moment in their life. So take a deep breath, calm down, and mind your business. Yeah, focusing on our own mental and overall health would be way more beneficial. Question 4, do you feel guilty because you're not experiencing all of this the same way as others? Here's the reminder. We are all unique and everyone has their own process. Things hit different people at different times and in different ways. So respect your journey and let yourself off the hook. You're doing the best you can with what you know how, based on your feels, your filters, and your experiences. Okay, question 5. Do you give yourself permission over and over again to do whatever you need to do in order to maintain your health, happiness, and sanity? And the reason why I say over and over and over again is because you need to renew sometimes that permission until you fully internalize it. Every hour, every day, every week, whatever it takes, right? Here's the reminder. Following what you're reading, seeing, or hearing may not be what's best for you. Understand that people are generally sharing advice on what works for them and what helps them during a time like this. It does not mean that you have to do it because you're a full-grown adult. You get to make your own decisions, and the greatest advice for what is best for you should be coming from within you, unless you don't know you. If I had a cup of tea right now, I would sip it like Kermit. So this could be, or not, a great opportunity to become more aware of who you are, to check in with yourself, to learn more about what works for you, what aligns with peace for you, what makes you feel sane, right? To figure that out for you and to respond accordingly with love and kindness. If I had to give one piece of advice, it would be to allow as much as possible to be fully present, right? Whatever it is that you choose to do, be all in. I mean, be fully there. Enjoy every savory moment. You feel like you want to create a 96-piece literary work? Be fully there and let the creativity flow through you. Just trust it and enjoy it. You want to sleep in all day? Do it. And do it without an ounce of guilt. Constantly remind yourself that this is what you need and that it feels good. You want to learn to play an instrument? Hell yeah! Embody the rock star within yourself and be fully there with each awkward note, right? You want to watch movies all day? Let yourself get fully lost in the stories and fully enjoy the cinematic magic that is before you. Whatever you do, be fully there and do it for you. Do it for the fun of it, for the challenge of it, for the peace and the ease of it. Do it for the love of living. Do it because you're alive and it makes you feel sane and happy and whole. Do it because you can. Do it because others are doing it and you want to give it a try. Do it because no one else is doing it. Do it because it makes you feel ease. Do it because it helps you mind your own damn business. Do it because you're trying to figure out who you are and what you want and what aligns with happiness and love for you. Do it because today, or rather this hour, or rather this moment, this is all we have. And in this moment, we get to define our success. We get to define our productivity. We get to define our strength. Do it and know that you get to change your mind. Today, if productivity to me is laying on that couch and just chilling all day, that's productive. Rest is important and it is productive. Tomorrow, or even later on tonight, or even in an hour, if I decide that I change my mind about productivity and I do want to write a 96-piece of literary work because it makes me feel sane, I'm going to do it because I have to know me and what works best for me. Do it and know that you can change your mind. And then when you do, if you do, know that no one needs an update unless you want to update someone or everyone. You get to decide all of it. And when you do, please be fully present. Be there. No, be here because this moment is the only moment that matters. And this is where truth is. And this moment is where life is happening. And it's where happiness resides and where challenges are and where magic lives and where tears happen and resilience is found and connection is made and learning occurs and awareness expands and love is present. Love is right here, right now. So let's be all in. Right here with love for yourself and for all of them, without comparisons, without judgment, without requests, without guilt. Quiet the noise and do what's best for you. And find your way back home and return to yourself. One moment at a time, right here, in this moment, right here. Because you're actually waiting for you. And you have all the answers. I love you. Peace.